Hey, I'm Kai from Flamenco Explained. In this video, we're going to look at the open position scale that we use when we're playing Por Medio, which means A Phrygian, right? So in flamenco, we play in this key all the time. If we're playing tangos, bulerías, seguirías, soleá por bulería, there's fandangos, there's a ton of stuff that we play in this key. So it's a really important scale. This chord progression, right? We're going to look at the open position version of the scale we use. If you're into this kind of stuff and you want to learn more, check out flamencoexplained.com. We have, at this point, over 800 videos where we go into everything from super introductory beginner stuff to pretty advanced material, and we basically show you everything you need to know to actually play flamenco. This scale, if you've watched our video on Por Arriba, this one's a little different for a couple reasons. First thing we're going to do is just look at the scale, right? Which is in open position, which means we're involving open strings, but we're not playing all of the open strings. Very important, Por Medio, we're not going to play the open second string because that's B natural. In this case, we have B flat, and makes a huge difference, right? So we're going to play some more notes in a minute, but that's the basic scale, right? So fifth string, open, first fret, third fret. And we're playing in position, which means if I'm playing the first fret, I'm using my first finger. Second fret is going to be second finger, third fret is going to be third finger, and then the fifth fret, which we play once, we're going to reach out with our pinky, right? So fifth string, open, first, third. Fourth string, open, second, third. Third string, open, second, third. And remember, I said we're not playing the open second string. So from here, we're going to the first fret of the second string, then the third fret, open first string, first fret, third fret, and then if you want, A. Right? The reason that A is nice is because the first octave is, and then to get the full second octave, right, and then back. Don't play the open second string, right? We'll get to the sixth string in just a minute. But for now, the first thing I would do, again, doesn't matter what you're doing in the right hand, just get to know these notes. These are the notes you need to know to play Por Medio, right? So what I did was I went down to the sixth string and I played the notes that are part of this scale. Why are they part of this scale? A scale is just a set of notes, generally 7 notes, right? And they repeat, right? So in this case we have A, B flat, C, D, E, F, G, A. B flat, C, D, E, F, G, A. Right? So when I get down to the open fifth string, which is, that's the root of our chord, but I have more notes available in this position, which means that without going anywhere else, these other notes are here, right? G and F and E are all parts of the scale, right? A, B flat, C, D, E, F, G, E, F, G. Right? They're the same notes, but an octave apart. So even though they don't feel as satisfying as, there's still notes in the scale, right? So the first thing I would do is really get to know from this A to this A. And you notice how I'm kind of stopping on the A's. That's really just to feel that note is really, that's the root, right? That's a very important note, so I think it's important to acknowledge it. Later on, you'll learn to acknowledge other notes as you play scales, but for now, the root, right? If it's an A something, the A is the root. And once you get to know this scale that way, then at first, the way I like to do it is when you've played the whole scale, then you throw in those notes and come back to A. Don't overthink it. Just really get to know these notes, right? In this order at first, right? If you're watching this video, it's because you're pretty new to scales. So the first thing you need to do is really get to know this scale. And I would also recommend, if you're here, getting to know the A Phrygian, the Por Arriba scale, right? These are the two most important scales you're going to want to know in flamenco. Before you dive in and learn more about scales in general, you really want to have these two as your foundation.